All right. Land's coming to play tapped, but we have a Flame Blessed Bolt to buy us time. We have Scrutiny draws cards and Firestorm to clean up the board. So we're going to hold on to this one and lead off with our Swift Water Cliffs. Lead off that way in case we draw an untapped land. We have access to both Flame Blessed Bolt and Syncopate for 1, which is extremely powerful. So we'll see if that is the way fortunes favor us here. Keep our fingers crossed. Keep our fingers crossed. Really want to just keep hitting our land drops. All right, no dice, but I mean, if they go underdog on 2, that's exactly what we want to see. All right, fair. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. We have time to get our second white. Probably gonna still try to get 3 cards off of our Scrutiny. We'll see if we draw our land or not. If we draw another land, it's really what we're going for. Really, despite missing land drops in the early game, especially with a Syncopate in hand. Blue-black from the opponent. Interesting, interesting. Nice. There's our second white. So we're looking good here. Now, we will try to draw 3 here. Shieldred. I mean, we could kill her, but I think we just Syncopate for 1. And Bankbuster. Okay, so do we draw 3 while they're tapped out? We don't really have any more interaction. We can draw this later in the game. I think it's fine. Makes our opponent think we have additional counter magic. Now the issue is if we get despaired, but I think being able to just keep shouldered off the board seems fine. So blue black, they could be a okay, fair. Though I'm definitely glad we countered the first one. Hit our land. That's not going to do anything. Send it back to the opponent. We are going to take... Alright, cool. I like hitting our land drops. I like that. Alright, well, let me see. If we do this, we do not have enough to draw again. But I think that's a fair exchange versus Emperor. I could be wrong. But I think... Yeah, I feel that's correct. I feel like that's correct. We got a 1-for-1, right? We typically want to try to get a 2-for-1 off of our cards, and maybe it was correct to leave up Emperor so we could draw afterwards. Okay, disregard. Granted, that would have essentially, so in their defense, right, that would have let us do what we wanted to do, which is let them attack Emperor, then we could at least draw 1 card off of it, versus here in that exchange we didn't. And if they draw a Planeswalker like a Sorin, then we're going to feel kind of silly, but it is what it is. I don't think our opponent's going to attack here. They seem like they have a level head. Triple shouldered, man. Alright, we've done the best we could. Oh, they gave it to us. Okay, so do they have counter magic here is the question. For 1 blue, negate. Yep, that's fair. Should we have drawn there? No, that didn't make a difference. We are going to draw here, though. We're going to draw 1 card because we do have to find an answer. So I can respect it. I can respect it. So glad we fired off the Firestorm when we did. Farewell. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. So we're going to have to take another hit. Keep hitting our lands, though. That's fantastic for us. Play our land. Jeez, man. Farewell for just a shoulder. That's awkward. Creatures and graveyards. Not my favorite thing. Not my favorite thing to do. We are within despair range, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, that's fine.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Yep, we'll just pitch a land. We can refill, so... Well, heck, I kind of almost just want to pitch the Bolt. They're probably going to kill... We should have drawn first. I clicked that a little too fast. Let's keep the Bolt, because we still don't know what they have, and I'm going to feel silly. I'm gonna feel silly if they... Okay, they do have a pause. They have another negate, so do we tap out? They pitched a Kyrie, which is interesting. So do they have another Kyrie in hand, or do they have a Gix, what is it? The Gix Saga, right? That's interesting. That is very interesting. It's going to vortex that. Okay, so at least the coast is clear for us to scrutiny, and we could draw a lot here. Oh, syncopate. So I think we just draw a full grip here. Let them keep the Chandra or the Lily. I wish we could... maybe we syncopate. So we can... 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that overkill? Drawing 7. If we want to leave up 1, 2, 3, then we could draw 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means we can keep everything we draw. Yeah, let's leave up 3. Let's leave up 3 and we'll draw 4 here. And let's play a untap land. And then we can syncopate for 2 or 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could still kill Chandra. We'll be fine. We might even galvanic iteration. The one thing I'm not sure on that I haven't had a chance to do yet is if we kicker fires, if we copy the kicker. That is my only question. It's worth a shot. We're good to wait till they tap out here. So they're keeping counter magic. We can also go like low ball. I mean, we could have galvanic iteration and drawn like a full grip and then made sure we hit our answers. So they pitched a downfall. I think they're playing around counter magic. I think they are, and kudos to them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves us with 3 mana. All right, we'll do it on their turn. Stop on opponent's upkeep draw. That feels correct to me. And we're gonna try to... I guess I'm gonna find out. Oh, I mean, that's kind of pointless, right? Because there's no second target. I was expecting to play something here. So we're just on their turn gonna fire his Lily. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we draw 5. Yeah, we'll be all right. End the turn. See what they do. Force them to use their mana on their turn. We have Syncopate still. Fires Lily. Oh, there's our Celestis. Oh, man. All right. So this is where we start to pull ahead. Now our Celestis is going to allow us to start filtering through our lands. And we've hit all our land drops. This feels really good. Our opponent's packing a handful of removal. Celestis. And let's play our tap land to get our life back up. Even though it's not going to be that important. So we have plenty of mana to Syncopate because our opponent hasn't hit their land drops. Another Lily. Syncopate for 4. No pause, so our opponent doesn't have any counter magic. That's good to know. It is very good to know. Yeah, and now we just start filtering through our deck for our win cons. So our opponent is strictly reactive at this point. We have plenty of white, and we have plenty of red. So, this feels pretty good to me. Feels pretty good to me. Only problem is their hand is full of removal. And we don't... Man, that's a bummer. Yep, that resolves. Full grip for the opponent. Another bolt. Not really what we wanted to see here. Take action. Jaya. Without counter magic, though, is my issue. Start artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Pitch the land. Draw another card or Jaya. Jaya would mitigate some of the issues that we would have. And then how much? Oh, we don't have counter magic. Yeah, I think I'm going to Jaya here. I'm pretty sure she's going to die. But I think being able to mitigate the bolt or the despairs hitting us is going to be pretty important. So now our opponents start taking their land drops. We're just start plussing Jin. Oh wow, it's actually kind of relevant. And we don't have the counter magic here. I mean, we could bounce it. Yeah, let's just do that. So we'll just bounce Jin while they're tapped out. It buys us a little bit of time. Deluge. All right. Plus, let's Deluge main phase. Oh, I guess we could do it on their upkeep as well. And then we get to fill. No, let's just Deluge here. It's fine. Get a little more extra damage. All right, there we go. Dissipate and another Deluge. Feeling pretty good about ourselves. All right, we are good here. Crew. Get in for a little more damage. Okay, okay. So our opponent playing a more controlling matchup. If they want to tap out, we get to go find another one, right? 1, 2, 3 plus. Yeah. And we will counter that. Trigger, trigger. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we can start turning the corner on our opponent, which feels really good. Plus here, let's pay. Let's do the smaller one in case we want to leave up something, right? Trigger, trigger, trigger. Syncopate and take another turn. Seems good. Take another turn. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Oh, we could have copied it. I got too excited. We could have copied it. No, that's the whole reason why it's in the deck. I forgot. Galvanic's been there for the whole time. We could have just killed it. I mean, they're dead anyways, right? Oh, I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Why do you guys even watch me? All right. We had 2 ways of copying. That's so bad. Exile. I mean, we're gonna kill him here.
I strive for elegance and speed.
Doesn't matter. All right, Galvanic, trigger, Deluge, autopay, triggers. I know the second one's not gonna give us, but it gives us another trigger. And then whatever, Scrutiny and Reckoner, and play Reckoner, triggers, and then attack. All right, we got there. Oh, I got too excited, man. I got too excited. Oh, what a bummer. I punted so bad. We didn't need to, but still. Greetings, my fellow knights and Puntawans. Welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I, Jedi, struggle more to play Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. If controlling the early game, catching up in the mid game, and completely taking over in the late game is your jam, then you may have come to the right place, my friends, because, oh yeah, it's exactly what's on the menu for today. We are playing Jaya Jeskai here. And this is not a synergistic heavy deck, but rather just a collection of very solid cards that all work together to create a very powerful deck. There's a lot going on here, so we'll go ahead and break it down card by card, going through it a little quickly. or at least types, right? So initially, as I said, this is a control deck, but we are focusing on exile effects to combat the meta right now that has a lot of recursion and a lot of graveyard shenanigans. The ability to exile a lot of our opponent's stuff makes it feel like a very clean 1-for-1, or even sometimes a 2-for-1 when they have a strategy that's based off of that. You know, like discarding to Liliana for value, etc. And that's why we're running Syncopate, that allows us to essentially kind of counter everything up the curve to a point, right? In the late game, it starts to lose some value, but we play a lot of lands, so it's not too bad. You really want to burn these off early. We have Dissipate, which is another exile effect that is point blank, clean, point and counter, done deal. Another exile effect, great mid and late game. We're running Flame Bust Bolt to combat things like the Fable as well as Underdog, and it does a great job of comboing with our other damage spells to make sure things get exiled. Then we're running one Destroy Evil to obviously have a clean cut for Shouldered, but as well as picking off those pesky enchantments when we need to, and a Braid to deal with other Bankbusters and Celestis, a 3 Fires of Invention because it allows us to cantrip and early in the game can kill just about everything, including Shouldered. 1 Galvanic Iteration because it allows us to double up on our early removal spells as well as our card draw. Does not synergize with Memory Deluge, but it does with Silver Scrutiny. But the main thing is, and I might as well talk about it now, we're running it because we're running Alchemist Gambit, which is a take extra turn. Of course, we can copy it with Galvanic Iteration, taking 2 turns, which is absolutely fantastic. And we can copy it with Jaya as one of our win cons. Reckoner Bankbuster is a win con, right? In the late game, we can attack with it, as well as being a card draw engine when we don't use our removal spells, which is what's key. We get to leave Bankbuster on the board. If we have to use a counter spell, we use it. If we don't, then we use our mana to draw cards. We're running split of Silver Scrutiny and Memory Deluge because sometimes Silver Scrutiny is more powerful than Deluge. Sometimes Deluge is more powerful than Scrutiny. And then, of course, Scrutiny combos with Iteration like we just talked about. We already talked about Dissipate and Alchemist Gambit. Celeste is just a nice clean way to gain additional life against the burn decks as well as the mono black decks when they're hitting us with despairs, and a way to filter through our deck very quickly. I've been continuously impressed with this card and control list. Additional removal is the Wandering Emperor, which could double up as our win con, both giving us dudes to crew up the Bankbuster and just make it spinning out dudes on its own to plus up and attack with. Jaya Fiery Negotiator is fantastic in this list because we are running so many spells. So we just sit player on the board, play a bunch of 1/1s that can get bigger, and when we're ready to turn the corner, then we start casting multiple spells in one turn, make those guys huge, and get in there and kill our opponent in 1 to 2 turns, which is where it synergizes with us taking additional turns. In this list, and in this meta with Despair, I find it very difficult to play Jaya on 4 because the 1/1 is very fragile. She does go up to 5 loyalty, that is powerful, but I just, man, too many Invoke Despairs, right? You play her on 4, they immediately Invoke Despair the next turn. So I typically like playing her later in the game where we have the ability to protect her, or at least protect the 1/1s. But all her abilities do fantastic work. I think -2 is probably the least used one out of the 3, but still very powerful in the right spot. And then we are running Temporal Firestorm as one of our board wipes. I like this one. I'm trying it out more than Burn Down the House. Burn Down the House does have that modality aspect of it, but I like the fact that if we draw this late in the game and we did end up playing a Jaya or a Wandering Emperor, then, or even our token off of the Bankbuster, our pilot, we have the ability to protect those and still wipe the board. So I like that. And then, of course, at the top end, Farewell, playing back into that exile effect, being able to wipe the graveyards clean so we don't have to deal with our opponent's shenanigans, as well as just exiling everything that is on the board. And then, of course, I did a 2-2 split because, hey, this hits Planeswalkers versus Farewell doesn't. Our land base is spread out pretty well. We do have some things that we talk about in the gameplay, so I definitely want you to stick around for the After Actions review where we discuss that. But that is the list, my friends. I hope you guys... a little more elaborate, but hey, it's a control list, but why not? Of course, a shout out for this video goes out to Justin Keller. Justin, thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. I really do appreciate you taking the time to do so. We are creeping up on 1,000, which is super exciting, and I owe it all to you, my friend. So thank you so much. You rock, and this Jaya Jeskai list is for you, my friend. All right, this seems like a fantastic hand for us. Everything comes into play untapped. We have access to Bolt plus Bankbuster and Destroy. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. Keep this and lead off with the Reef. Don't really need to, but why not, right? Well, it's going to be kind enough to play a Zatora's Proving Grounds for us, so we'll go ahead and play Bank Buster here. That way we have the ability to, you know, bolt, draw a card, destroy evil. Not that I think there's any... Ooh, heroes. Well, I mean, that's something. That's something we could destroy evil with, but I think now we're going to have to sandbag it for the Joda, I think is what this is. It's either Joda or... I like what they're doing. Don't get me wrong. I definitely like what they're doing. Interesting. Interesting gameplay our opponent's got going on here. Oh, dissipate. Why? So is this one of those games where we can run out an early Jaya, right? I'm wondering. I am strongly wondering. Let's wait and see what they do here, because they ramped quite a bit. And we get to draw here. I don't want to run it out and then we end up just wiping the board. So let's take the 2 damage here. I think we could take that pretty easily. The Destroy Evil, I mean, we're playing control deck. Them gaining all the life is kind of irrelevant. When we win, we're going to win big. It's not really a down to the wire type thing. Karn's Silex. So... I mean, do we counter that? I don't think so. Oh. Yeah, I really don't think so, honestly. Play the land. Because we can wait. We can wait till we draw our farewell to wipe this, and right now they're ahead. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're good. We're gonna draw 3 here. That seems a little on the scary side. But if we're looking to wipe the board anyways, draw 3. We could draw 1. Let's draw 3 here and see what we draw for... I mean, I guess that kind of defeats the purpose anyways. I did forget about the shield counter. I'm not gonna lie. I did forget about the shield counter. So we actually should have countered that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't bolt anything. Okay. Let's discard. Discard a bolt. Seems pretty lackluster right now. Bolt and an island. Interesting deck our opponent's got going on here. So we take the hit, we kill the Falco. Pay. Exile the Falco. This is a 14, we still get to draw. I wonder if we should actually fire. We should have fired this off to block. That's interesting. Solkanar, and they have the 1. Nice. So they're gonna kill her, and we tapped so we don't have the white. Okay, fair. Fair. Feel like we could have played this a little bit better. I like their list though. That's fine.
Until next time, then.
I mean, we have 4 board wipes. We've drawn a hand. There we go. See, and now everything's fine. Everything is fine in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. There it is. There it is. I knew being patient would have paid off. I knew it. So we do unfortunately have to tap out if we're gonna hit artifacts as well. We can also just let the artifacts sit on the field. I mean, do we lose a lot? We already drew our cards off of this. The question is a treasure. So white, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Can we undo that? Should attack first. I mean, that's kind of a giveaway already, but whatever. I mean, maybe. So we get to clean this board. They took it. All right, cool. So we're good. I mean, I understand why. All right, so white. We got there, guys. My bad. Here, and then here and here. And that leaves all our colors up. And then we will farewell. Clicking everything. And now we have a full grip, and our opponent is borderline top decking. Feels pretty good. Soul of Windgrace. Okay. And they can't pay the indestructibility, so that's good. Alright. Let's destroy it. Do they have the counter magic? They could. I think we're still good. So they can pitch a land. Discard a land. Respect. And then I believe they get to play that land, right? So I guess they would have done it anyways. Still feels pretty good. All right, and they tapped. All right, so we're good now. Now is when we start to turn the corner. We have enough for our dissipate. So, right, let me see. Do you tap correctly? Red. Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. Now we just start plussing Jaya. Okay, cool. So despite a bit of a rough start, we got there.
Experience will do you good.
Oh, it's channel. Okay. I was like, wait, I'll keep playing lands. I'll keep playing lands all day. Sync or dissipate that. And yeah, I think we're good. Keep playing our lands plus Jaya. Get in there. It was just interesting. The Silex is what threw me off. The Silex is what threw me off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you have it. All right, so this is borderline perfect hand for us. We have tapped on 1, untapped on 2, untapped on 3, and we have a curve. Absolutely fantastic for us. Digging this hand, my friends. Digging this hand. And we're on the play. Could you ask for a sweeter opener? And we're going to get to be able to bolt something. Look at that. We even can hold up. I think because we want double blue, right? I think this is worth playing. And then that way we have the ability to draw a card and bolt their Harvester or their Underdog. Okay, that is the reason why we run a Braid. And there's the Dissipate. So let's hold off on drawing the card here. That way, if they do go ham, we get to... Yeah, I don't think we're punished here. I don't think we're punished, right? Mirror Breaker, we are going to counter that because that is extremely powerful. Get that out of here. They don't even get to draw. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And now we will Celestis. And we could still draw. We have Fires of Invention or Fires of Victory if we need it. And we have a Flame Blast Bolt. So feels pretty good. Opponent's going to draw here. It looks like if they have another one, they have another one. Harvester. Oh, baby. Yep. They could have crewed it anyways, so I think we just got to take the hit here. There's really nothing we could do. Yeah, we'd be shy to... So that's fine. That's fine. We'll take a hit of 4 here. We have the Abrade. We have multiple ways of interacting, so I think we're okay. That also means that they do not draw a card. So we're kind of happy about that. Draw our card for the turn. And another bolt. And friends, heroes, countrymen, ladies. Oh yeah. Let's go blue, red, and a braid. You can do this if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll probably attack first before they fire off the Obnixilis, right? It took a spell, so it's not going to filter. Not that we want to filter this hand just yet. So, I think we're good. They're targeting the Harvester, so... Okay. Nice. Nice. They still have enough for... So, in combat, I think we're going to kill both of these. And my reason is so we can't get post-combat Obnixilis. I think that's correct. I think not getting post-combat Obnixilis is correct. We get to draw a card anyways? Oh, excellent. They have no follow-up play. It went straight to our turn. We could keep that. Could gain the life. Let's play our untapped land, and we're going to filter here. I think that's okay. I think here with a land to pitch, we're okay filtering. They're going to go digging. I mean, it's kind of been a 1-for-1. Somewhat. That is fine. So they have another pause. So they have a pause there. So lightning strike, maybe? Thank you, Jaya. Okay. Sweet. And I don't know if they run Heroes Downfall or not, right? Now, the issue is, these decks have been known. Alright, Shieldred is a bit of an issue. Let's draw. See if we get lucky here. Alright, so if we draw, it's only 3 damage. So we draw, go up to 4. That's not going to be enough. Okay. That resolves, unfortunately. Though, we might be able to attack with the Bank Buster. Yep, we'll draw. Alright, guess we're just going to take the hit here. And doing this doesn't really help us. Could Jaya. Jaya plus, so we keep making chump blockers, maybe? We have answers.
Of course you should fight fire with fire. You should fight everything with fire.
Let's just make a dude here. Start plussing. We're gonna take a couple of hits from this shouldered, but I think we'll be able to make some stuff happen. The question is, do we sandbag the lands, right? Think we do, right? Just not quite knowing where we're at. Granted, they can't really attack us because we have the double block. And they got rid of their cut down. So we'll see where they're at here. Okay, fair. It's a good card. That's a good card. We burned our flame strokes earlier, but I still think it was correct. Minimizing what they had in hand, I think it was still correct. Oh, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sack. So not having our Arcana magic here has hurt us quite a bit, for sure. Not having our counter magic has hurt us quite a bit. We will get shouldered off the board, though. Can we draw? We don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the hit of 4 here. We draw. They play 2 spells this turn or just 1? Just 1. It's a tough spot. It's a tough spot. I think we do. I think we do. It looks... It's not great, but I think we can't let the shouldered stick. Let's see what their follow-up play is. All right. And we'll just fires, unfortunately. 1 mana shy, so maybe the correct play was to hold off of him, Jaya. Oh, see, I mean, it's a lightning strike, so it's not the best. It's not the best play. It was definitely in if... Oh, oh, Jedi. Oh, Jedi. Let's fire this off first, see what we draw. Oh, man, what a bummer. That's so funny. It's only a 1-of, though, so, I mean, it's fine. They may play another one. The big thing is not having our counter magic for the, not having the counter magic for the, despair. That's really what got us. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another shouldered. Okay, they do have the ability to hit us. Alright, let's kill this one. And probably chump block. Take 3. I think we can wait a turn. Take this hit here. Killing it's not going to do anything. We still have 1 more exile effect in hand, plus all our various counter magic. So, yeesh. Come on, deck. All right. That's it's a bit of an issue for sure. All right, so now I guess we're gonna leave the block back. Yep. Filtering through our deck like a champion. Gaining some life back. I think we can pitch the untapped land. Gain a life because it may be relevant. Tenacious Underdog. Ooh. Where are our bolts? Where are our bolts, deck? Block taking another 3. Block stay up at 15. Just feels so right? I think we block here. So we've gone through 4 lands, man. Celestis is powerful. Now you see why we want to do what we did with the black deck. Okay, I mean, I guess we can cycle. Okay, alright, that's something. Like, this doesn't really do anything for us here, right? Oh, now it's looking like a thing. We could technically pitch this, but I kind of want to copy the fires and then copy the gambit. This could be a little on the greedy side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we kind of need the land as well. Is it greedy to pitch? I kind of like the idea of taking 2 turns. I'm gonna pitch the land. 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So copy and then... Oh, they're only attack us with 1, huh? Alright, I guess we fires this one. There we go. So there's one answer. So let's see what they do. It's unfortunate we can't Galvanic Iteration to dissipate on both of them, right? Dissipate the Sorin. Take action, filter through our deck. Alright. Pitch the Iteration. Bankbuster plus Jaya. So let's Bankbuster draw. One, yeah, let's draw first. Jaya Plus. They have a full grip, unfortunately. Let's Jaya Plus here.
I remember my first fight. Good thing it.
Now, granted, we definitely defeated the purpose of the Dissipate, but we didn't have an answer to the Planeswalker here. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, Jaya down. This is the second Jaya, right? I guess with that many cards in hand, I should have probably been a little cognizant of that. And maybe I could be a little greedy about this game. Yeah, I think it was correct to just Deluge there, especially knowing that they had 2 ways of activating it. I think that was fairly greedy on my part. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play the land. And we'll decline because I like everything here. And then we get to Deluge and exile 1 of Nixless. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So does it tap this correctly? Yes. Lol. All right. Untapped land. Untapped land. Interesting they didn't fire off the underdog.
One city will your punishment.
We're good right now. We can decline. With the Celestis we can gain the life back. Trespasser. Okay. Pretty powerful. So they eat. That's unfortunate because they eat our Deluge and our Galvanic Iteration. All right. So getting outplayed here. Hands down. Jeez. So we finally draw an answer to the underdogs and we just get rocked. All right. That's unfortunate because we had enough mana to actually that is unfortunate since we finally had enough mana to kind of go ham. There's the Syncopate. Nice. Nice deck. Play another white source and send it back. Turn it back into night. I don't think we can also just straight up take a turn here. Cycle. Oh man, them taking the iteration was so awkward. So I guess we can just Gambit here. And then, because we have no way of copying it anyways. Scrutiny. There's all our counter magic. Oh, there's all our counter magic. All right, let's see how bad they want to protect the Obnixilis. Could also... Yeah, let's see how bad they want to... go this way. If they double block, I don't think we play Emperor. All right, and then let's 1, 2, no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that still leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we have plenty. So let's go for 6 here. So blue. Oh, we do not have as much blue as I thought we did. Wow, that's good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that leaves us 2 white. Yeah. 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all right, end the turn and pitch 2 lands. All right. So I think we're okay because now we finally drew our farewell, right? So we get to wipe the board. Liliana. They have enough mana for it. Okay. Yeah, drawing our syncopates this late is a little awkward.
And for once, it's not my fault.
Let's pitch a syncopate here. I don't think
We'd rather forget.
they pitch another Obnixilis. So that resolves. Decline. I like our hand.
Or carnage. Treat
So we exile graveyards. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna get rid of graveyards. We have, unfortunately, nothing that we could get back here. But the Farewell is gonna do a decent job. The issue we're gonna have, let's see. So of note, they didn't bring back the underdogs, which is interesting. So I'm trying to think if we Emperor or not, right? Because we're gonna Farewell to stop the shenanigans with the underdogs. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Let's see what they get back. I'm assuming it's gonna be Obnixilis. Shouldered. Oh, and they don't have the mana to play her. That's awkward. That is awkward. All right, so blue. Oh, I should have probably... I wanted to play Emperor there. That was my bad. All right, let's make them use the removal they're keeping in hand. Crew. Kill Liliana. Yep. Syncopate for 2. Kill Liliana.
Oh,
And then
like you to leave.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd like to hit Obnixilis as well, right? Wipe the board. Leave up. We might as well let Shouldered hit. So go here, pitch a land. Problem I have is their whole shenanigans, right? So let's take another turn here. Hold on. So if we go this way, do we have enough? We take another turn. Let's Emperor, burn our treasures, right? And then we
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like
-1
guards.
silver scrutiny. Syncopate plus here. So we Farewell first. Could have sequenced that a little bit better. Trying not to lose our Bank Buster, but maybe we do. And just get a clean wipe on the board. We have... Get those off. Man, this is a lot. I think I'm jumping a little... Farewell. We can minus that. Nixus is the only annoying thing. Maybe I should have done this before firing off the Emperor. That's what I should have done. Can't fire off the crew yet. But Emperor by himself. Yeah, I think I'm just going to eat it. Exile all creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. I think I'm just going to eat it. And then minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, it's even. So they're gonna get to land it. That's awkward. So do I scrutiny here? So scrutiny for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scrutiny for 5. And we drew the Dissipate. Oh, we're fine. We got another throw on a Firestorm. I think we got it. Oh, and then they decided to... They drew the Invoke, man. Oh, they drew the Invoke. Please minus. All right, they plus.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Oh, what are the chances that they drew... Oh, man, that's so awkward. That is so awkward that they drew it. Draw. They drew the Invoke off the top, man. Wow. All right. Firestorm.
Your
Oh.
defiance is amusing.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep the land of pitch. How many lands we got? We got 8 cards left, so we're not filtering. End the turn. End the turn, Wandering Emperor. I think we got it. I think we got it. Our opponent had some pretty good top decks. That resolves. We will take the hit.
Plead for mercy.
Or not. All right. All right. Dissipate. There we go. All right. We're good now. We're good. We've established dominance. We're fine. I think we got it now. Took us long enough. Our opponent had some pretty good top decks, but I think we're good. I think we are good. Go to combat. Kill this guy. And let's just play the cliffs. And end the turn. Decline. We got 7 cards left to their 22. We've drawn so many cards. Harvester. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we care about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Counter for 10. Our turn. Another land. Lol. Alright. Plus here.
Remember your training.
Crew for 6. Yeah. Let's get in there. Alright. We turned the corner. Took us long enough, but we turned the corner. We have turned the corner. Let's gain some life. We will decline. End the turn. We will decline, and we're back up to 10. 6 cards left in hand. Our opponent's dead this turn. Trespasser. No! Our opponent, man. Top decking like a champ. Top decking like a champ. We're still okay, though. Because we're going to turn it into day, so it becomes a 3-3. Put a counter here, crew this, and swing, and they have to block. So we're fine. Or we could just do that and not draw. Well, we have to draw. We have to draw here. So, and then we don't kill them, but that's fine. Here, decline. Then go. Oh, but we have to discard because of the ward, so we actually can't kill it. All right, fair. Then we do what we said we were going to do. Plus here. Crew here. Attack you. I like this. I think it works either way. Yep. And we just hold the fires, so we're good. We got this, guys. We got this. It's all right. It was close. It was touch and go for a second, but we got there. Decline. 5 cards left. Oh, the 2 control. 2 control. Oh my goodness, opponent. Luckily, we got it. I mean, they've been drawing like a champ. All right, fires you. Don't draw, and that's game. Good game, opponent. Good game. Minus and attack. Here we go. Whew. That was a good game. That was a good game, opponent. Good game. Control, baby. All right, our opponent's going first, but this looks like a fantastic hand. Only thing missing is an untapped land on 2. That would have really been the icing on the cake, but you know, 2 or 3 3, 4, 5 seems okay. Want to be the controlling one, lead off with the old wind-scarred crag. There's a slight argument to lead with the Storm Coast in case we draw an untapped land, but I think this is fine. Blue-white on that side. Okay. So, we'll see how this goes. So, this is consider. Blue-white. What would blue-white be? Humans? I mean, it could just be straight control. Then I think our fires get a little worse, but spirits, okay. Another syncopate. Man, that's unfortunate. Really is. Untapped land would have been absolutely backbreaking here if they're running heavy spirits. They are going to go up a card on us. So, you know, maybe if we had a Flame Blessed Bolt. But it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Play our second blue, so we have both of these up. But I think we're going to try to burn these syncopates as early as possible. Drake. Yep. Man. Could have countered that. What a difference this is going to make now. Oh, one turn too late. Unlucky. Yep. Gonna do it on their turn. They're going to be able to stay ahead with that Catgeist. Yep. So they get to draw 2 cards here. Yeah, I think they just let it resolve. We're going to try to kill it. So we know they have something. Maybe we should have considered phase out. Alright, let's try to kill it now, I guess. So if they phase out, we at least fizzle one of these. Could be counter magic. It's a plethora of things, though. Yeah, man, what a difference. We could have countered this. Oh, man. A bit of a bummer. But I guess that's the price we pay. I thought I had enough pain lands in here, but maybe I didn't. So opponent's in the tank about it, and we can respect that. So that does make me feel like it's a phase out. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh my gosh, how good would it have been if we could have countered that. Yep, that's fine. We at least let... So, I mean, a little awkward. Not quite like the 2-for-1 or whatever. But, I mean, it is what it is, right? We got to kind of play the hand that we're dealt. Okay. So, I think getting rid of the Catgeist isn't horrible here. Honestly. I think I actually do like getting rid of the Catgeist here while they're tapped out. It just stops their automatic card draw, right? This is damage, but that's like just getting them free card draw against us. So that was actually a decent draw. Question is, how deep into the tank does the opponent want to go on the Drake, right? Them landing a threat is a little awkward. They're hitting their land drops. Fair. We're going to hit ours as well. Another sticky fingers. Yeah, roger that. That flies, unfortunately. So they're going to get to draw a bunch of cards here. Alright, well, unfortunately, we have to dissipate that because they have just enough. Let's see if we can counter that. Alright, cool. That's the scary one, right? This gives them a steady flow of card advantage, but it doesn't get that big. I mean, they're rocking it. They're rocking it for sure. So our opponent doesn't have Spell Pierce. They're never going to tap out again, which is fair. I can respect that. Nice play. That's super good. Holy cow. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, we do. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeesh. Wow, our hand is looking worse and worse now. And we could have countered that. That's the funny thing. We 100% could have countered this and prevented all these shenanigans. Instead, our opponent is going to have more than enough mana to syncopate. So we're going to have to like force our syncopates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Even burning all of our mana, they're still going to pay for it. But at least we can slow it down a little bit. Not really. Because we can only do it for 4. So they just pay their lands, hit us, and they still got 3 mana left. Alright, looking for another removal spell. Which, I mean, we do have. We do have. The thing is, against this deck, they're going to have it. Right? And maybe knowing that we were going to hit our land drops, we could have maybe played around it to where we can counter their counter, essentially. Now I find it hard to believe. I mean, they have been playing a land every turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could still play it. Yep. Try to counter this one. They could still pay the 4. That's so funny. Hopefully, I mean, we at least slow down their development, right? And maybe I was wrong. What? They let it happen? Okay. Maybe they forgot the exile clause on syncopate. So, man, this is too funny. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Respect. Okay, that makes sense. They know shield is down, right? Okay. Legit. Looks like we are probably going to die here. I mean, we have a couple of ways of killing it, right? Not with all the treasures, man. That is so sick. That is awesome. Our opponent's popping off, man. Ah, they had another one. That makes sense. All right. And we flooded. All right. Let's see if we can counter the second one. Wait, hold on. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. They can still play for it. Good game. Oh, good game. I mean, we have one draw here to draw our Firestorm. Yeah. Getting first, and we got a Bolt. No counter magic, but we got a Bolt. We have some card draw. We have a Sweeper. I'm going to keep this one. Have our tap lands, but they actually sequence fairly well just because we do have the Bolt. So go ahead and do it this away and just slowly grind our opponents out. Make them hurt. I don't think I've ever paid attention to that little fungus ball over there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play the Cliffs on 2, leave up Flamevest Bolt on 3 as well. Ooh, nice. Going up against potentially mono black or black white. So either of those I think we're pretty happy about. Don't have our answers yet to Shouldered or Despair, but I think we'll get there. It looks like mono black. And that's exactly why we run the Bolt. Get that guy exiled. We don't ever have to worry about. And nice. Right on curve. Nice. Alright, so Liliana and Shouldered we're pretty much going to counter. Granted, Deluge does get around the old Liliana, but meh. So let's see what our opponent's got going on here. A Celestis. Man, that's some pretty good card draw. Right? Like Celestis, we've seen Celestis rock. Though it's not a threat. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him, and I'm just gonna let them deal with it. If they want to dump their mana, I think we're okay with that. I think we need to make sure that next turn we don't get, like, clobbered. Alright, well, I guess we could have countered that, but that's okay. So they already get a little bit of card filtering going. I guess countering that would have set them back quite a bit. But I want to counter their threats, right? And only having one counter in hand, I think stopping like a Liliana or this turn's Despair, I think is extremely important. The sweet part is we will be able to syncopate for 1, right? So let's think about it. They have a good hand. So my guess is they have their 4th land drop, but they also have the Despair. Could also just not loot. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but I'm definitely on the camp that if your hand is good, not to loot. And once again, I completely acknowledge the fact that it is incorrect, right? You're supposed to always loot duress. All right, well, that's awkward. Opponent's kind of got the nuts on us, man. I guess we let them take it. So they either take the Syncopate, Dissipate, or the Deluge. The Firestorm, them seeing the Firestorm is a little awkward, but here's the thing, right? Us burning our turn, we took last turn off on purpose to be able to counter whatever threat they play here. And so if we take the turn off, right, just to counter this, then they effectively have time walked us twice. The fact that we have 2 counter spells and a draw spell means that they really can't hurt our hand too bad like this, and then we prevent them from doing anything more effective, right? Now, granted, they took the Scrutiny. Interesting. That was actually the last thing I would have taken here. So see, if they take the time to just pump this, we're perfectly okay with that. And it looks like that's what they're going to do now that they know that we have counter magic. We could potentially lose to this, but all right, so yeah, unfortunately it does get underneath the radar. We're gonna just take the 3 here. We're gonna Deluge, see if we can find an answer to this guy. A Braid, perfect. Look at that, a Braid, and get our first white source. Solid. We could even Abrade the Celestus, which is kind of tempting, but I think we've kind of gone down that rabbit hole. And of note, they missed their 4th land drop. That is interesting. We're not going to give them the chance to draw in response. I don't think that's correct. So we're just going to Abrade now, keep our life total up. Now, they know about the Dissipate. They know about the Syncopate. They can play around those. And that's why we do have the one of Abrade to mainly hit Bank Busters. But, I mean, hitting the Celestus would have been important there. And we have the Firestorm, but the fact that this is a source of card advantage, I don't think we could have left it on the board, right? It just continues to grow, but more importantly, it continues to give him cards. This does give him cards as well, but with a little bit of a caveat, right? And we actually know that they missed lands because they didn't play one and they pitched this Malicious Malfunction. So interesting what their hand is, right? And now we know we're not going to get Despaired anytime soon because they've identified the Syncopate. Now, this is the one downside to Firestorm versus Burn Down the House, where if we didn't feel like our opponents do anything where we need to keep the Firestorm, we could just play Burn Down the House and start hitting them for 3. So that is a trade-off, but I don't know. I think it works out okay. I think it works out OBKB. I think just the fact that we can protect our Jaya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. I don't know why I counted 7. So hopefully we draw another land. We could get our Deluge back. It doesn't look like our opponent has Trespasser, or they can't possibly. Wonder if it's time for dinner. They had to go grab something to eat real quick. This is a bummer. All right, sweet. Play our other white source and then back to the opponent. Either way, we weren't going to burn down the house because we want to leave up our counter magic, right? It does look like our opponent AFK'd though, so I don't know if this video is gonna, or this game's gonna make the video or not. Fizzle sticks. Pretty unfortunate, to be honest with you guys. Bummer. Man, I really wish I was recording the initial games I did to test this deck. There were some really good games. They went long, but one time we had a Jaya win, the other time we had our opponent just conceded after full control. We scrutinied for 5, and our opponent was like, I'm done, I'm out. And so yeah, that's great. Oh man, I guess I can always just cut this, like cut it here, because our opponent is about to AFK out anyways. Womp womp. It's a shame. We're on the draw, and we have our sweepers, but no interaction early. I don't think we can keep this one. We're gonna go ahead and mulligan this one. And all right, Bolt with Galvanic Iteration. Okay, we can roll with this one. Keep this. Let's tuck the Jaya. And keep the lands that allow us to interact. Wow, bug. All right. Play blue-black or blue-red. That way we have access to Flame Blast Bolt, but also potentially... Nice, nice. Also potentially Syncopate, right? Looks like we're going up against Grixis, so... Fable, unfortunately, definitely going to land. Do we want to give him the treasure here? Yeah, I think I'm going to wait. Ooh, nice. Alright, so that's actually not too bad, because now we can bolt here and still leave the Galvanic Iteration for next turn if we want to hit both of them, right? Which I am not opposed to. Which may be the correct play. Now, yeah, man. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting because they have plenty of things they could draw on. Ooh, we got a pass here. Nice. All right, play our land, send it back. And now, we're in a pretty decent position because we have the capability of Galvanic double Flame Blast Bolt, right? All right, that's going to have to resolve. So, we're going to Iteration here, unfortunately. And a Braid plus Bolt will do it. Can we do all three? If we take an untapped land, right? We have white, so that's all we need. Blue, I guess, so let's go... Oh, and we have plenty of red. So let's grab here. As much as I want to grab Celestis, I want to hit our land drop, so we'll grab a Braid. Right? And then here... We got to play our land to do it. So I guess we might as well just draw. Oh, and the Syncopate. It's a shame that we have to burn all our mana to make this happen. But I don't give them the opportunity to make a copy. Right? It is a shame. So we're going to have to go shields down here. But I think we're in good shape. So here, a Braid. Then go here, Galvanic Iteration. Flame Blast Bolt. Target. Copy. Copy. Okay, alright. Not the worst, not the worst. Glad we hit our land drop. Alchemist Gambit not doing much for us right now. So let's see what our opponent does. It went to the second main phase pretty quick, but there is a stop. Alright, they passed it. We hit our land. This is the only awkward part about binning, or not binning, but not taking the Celestis, right? But I think we're just going to keep playing our land drops. Hold on Jaya, because they do have removal in hand. Syncopate for one. Alright, that explains the pause. So they're a vampires build, right? I mean, we've burned a decent amount of resources, right? We have 2 cards in hand. They have a full 6 now, or 7. So, good on them, right? No, but that is why we didn't just throw Jaya out there to the wolves. Firestorm. I would almost cycle Gambit, but we're one short. Do we Jaya here? I don't think so, man. With a full grip, it seems like we're just running out there to die, especially with the Firestorm in hand. So I think we're just going to send it back. Looking for one of our card draw spells. They may just invoke us again. Okay. Let that happen. Let's see if they play one other thing. We would like to get a 2-for-1 off this Firestorm. If not, we're going to have to take some damage here. Yeesh. Gross. Gross. Alright, I guess we just hold then. Take the 3 and like it. Let's see if they have another Evelyn. They don't. So that bought us some time. Still think we made the right play earlier when we did. It's just unfortunate, literally everything in our hand. And we could have once again played Jaya, but I feel like Jaya is just going to die. So I'll run her out. I want to run her out there with some protection. Fair enough. Opponent pitching lands now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can easily just hit us again with another spare, so that is an issue. Can't complain. Let's draw. Jeez. Firestorm. Play Jaya. It's so funny that we're sitting in one land to do all the things, right? Exile 2 cards from your hand. Choose one of them and play this card this turn. Alright. I guess we're gonna play Jaya and minus because we know they have the removal, so we might as well just draw land here.
Flames roar, but with a little focus, they can purr.
Which is unfortunate. I like just cranking out tokens with her, but here we go.
Eyes open. Stay alert.
Oh, we could just play this to keep her alive. Yeah, I guess so. Do this and keep her alive versus hitting the land drop. Maybe that's a mistake, but we couldn't do the deluge this turn anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ironically, if we draw the 7th land, then we can at least Firestorm and protect the Jaya. Right? Plus or make a dude. We're sacrificing the dude. I mean, our opponent's got a full grip, so they got something. I fully expect Jaya to go down here, but if we can make him work a little bit for us, then we'll take that, right? I mean, they've already showed us the Evelyn, which is essentially a unique build on the Grixis, like the more vampire-heavy one, right? Shouldered. I think everything else is pretty standard. They have the corpse appraiser. Yeah, just drawing both Alchemist Gambits. I mean, it is a thing that can happen, right? For sure. And I've been perfectly fine previously just cycling them as well. But, I mean, we just unfortunately missed a land here. And we took the land off of, we took one land off of Deluge. I think it was still correct to take the Abrade. I mean, once again, we got the ability to maximize. So I think we could pull out of this. The harsh part was definitely giving up the Celestis, because the Celestis would have obviously allowed us to pitch these Gambits for like actual gas and whatnot. And unfortunately, the way we drew it, we're not even able to draw or cycle the Fires of in Victory, which would have been sweet, right? Get a free card, draw a card, maybe via the land, play the land, but it's all right. I feel all right. Come on, opponent, don't AFK. Gosh darn it. All right, I guess if they're AFK, I'll just cut the video here. And, yeah. Bummer. Oh, maybe our opponent's back? No. Alright, it looks like they came back. They had to walk away for a second. Yep, there's the Invoke. Understandable. We knew that was going to happen with how many cards they drew. No surprise there. There's the Appraiser. They eat their one guy that they finally got. There's the land. So I guess we just Gambit here, because deluging, we're going to take 3 and then probably just die. Alright. This is an option. Let's see if they get a little greedy here and do something before the Fires of Victory, because maybe we 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're still unfortunately one shy. But I'm pretty sure we're just dead here. Being at 6 means we definitely can't afford to, we just can't. Granted, that being said, if they have another spare, we're dead anyways, but taking the 3, fall into 3 means they could just easily play a Shieldred. Pay that. Let's see if they sack. They obviously don't sack the dude. Got our land. Okay. See what the follow-up play is for the opponent. There's the In Despair. Good game. Yeah. Yeah, just unfortunately drew our cards in an incorrect order there. Missing double blue. And it's just straight card draw. No interaction. I don't like it. We're going to ship it. Better. Better. We're going to keep this one and tuck one farewell. Let's start off with the old Swift Water Cliffs. So we have our red access to Flame Blessed Bolt on turn 2. Alright, Celestia. And look at that. Bank Buster on curve. Gotta like that. Gotta like that. We're gonna go ahead and play that out there. So this is gonna be interesting. Farewell is going to be a player here, obviously dealing with some Reanimator shenanigans. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn here. So gonna be looking for our counter magic. I think we are gonna go ahead and exile it. We don't want to take any damage here. Alright, so missing white mana, but at the moment we don't quite need it. I'm gonna keep it. It's kind of a mulligan with our Gambit in hand this early. But it is what it is. Let's start here, I guess. So we will be able to play everything in our hand. Doesn't look like we're, if this is mono red, we're probably, yeah, mono red or Gruul. So probably going to go ahead and fire off the Fires of Victory on turn 2 and then leave up. Well, the good news is we can kill their 2-drop, right? And then counter their 3 and 4. So that's kind of important. Ooh. Ooh. Iteration. Iteration. That's tempting. It is very tempting, my friend. Is it worth it? Do we take chunks of 3? Right? That is curious. That'd be pretty sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. Do you think they're gonna drop something after? I'm gonna let it through. I'm gonna let it through. Because... Okay. Alright, so Lightning Helix, or not Lightning Helix, Lightning Strike. Sparrow. Oh, nice. There is our double blue. So now we have Syncopate and we have Dissipate. Syncopate and Dissipate. Who do we appreciate? I think that was correct. I think it was correct because we really didn't want them to land like the Stormseeker. This is all fine. This is all fine. We draw Flame Blessed Bolt. We're going to be able to Galvanic Iteration plus Bolt. I think that's okay. They're down to 2 cards in hand. Yeah, see? Like, we just Syncopate this for 3. Or Dissipate. It's Dissipate because sometimes maybe a Syncopate for 1 will do the trick, right? Well, it still has a play. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's hold off on the tap land for another turn in case they draw like a 1-drop or something. All right. So we are going to be taking a little bit of damage from this guy. So, I mean, that's a decent clock here. They're thinking about it. So they have to play exactly a 2-drop for us and not to be able to syncopate it. And there you have it. Nice and clean solution. Our opponent's top decking. So I feel pretty good about this spot. Yeah. All right, so a little punished for not playing the white, but I still think it was correct. I think being able to make sure that they couldn't play anything was quite important here. Now the question is, do we play the Emperor to slice and dice that or not, right? So we probably, I think we're just gonna minus. I think we're just gonna -2, or -1 rather, and make a 2/2 and block. Or do we want to gain the life? So now that we know that they have some interaction,
I'm home.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and slice it because they have a pause, and the last thing I want to do is -2, and then they just bolt our Emperor, right? At least this way we gain a little bit of life back. Yep, there's the strike, so it wasn't gonna survive anyways. That is perfectly fine. That means that it gained us 5 life. We're okay with that, going up against mono red. And there we go. Now I feel very secure in our game. Gameplay. Is there any reason? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think we're good. I think we're gonna wait until the end of their turn, and then we're gonna all right, take 3 here. Take 3 here to draw 4, I think is powerful. So I think we're gonna sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we're gonna sacrifice it, take the hit of 3 here, and draw 4. Because that'll guarantee us that we can deal with like everything that they've got coming up, and I think that's pretty important, right? And just drawing a Flame Blessed Bolt isn't really gonna do much. Fires plus Cliff. Gain a little bit of life back. Oops. My bad. That was horrible interacting. My bad, chat. I completely forgot about that. And I should have not. I should have known that. That was silly. That was silly. We have to play something here, so let's go ahead and just fires it. And I guess we might as well. So that was my bad. I should have known that. I really did, because we've copied it before with what's his face with and they've seen enough anyways. Fair enough. Yeah, we've seen that with Jin, so I should have known that. All right, this one actually doesn't seem too bad. We're on the draw, unfortunately, but turn 2 Bankbuster into turn 3 Dissipate or draw a card. I think this is keepable. My friends. Lead off with the old tap land. Ooh, oh, and a Syncopate. I like that. Syncopate, nice. That way we can. So now the question is, do we leave it up on? I think I like getting underneath their counter magic. If this is a Rafine. Okay, Tenacious Underdog. That's a bummer. I will admit. Let me drew another one too. Oh, but actually, you know what? We weren't going to be able to counter it anyways. So that's okay. I'm glad we did it. We felt a little on the silly side. So we're going to take some hits from this. But we are running Flame Blessed Bolt. So we do have options here. And a Rafine for 1. Man, we won't be able to draw. But I like that. Let's see if they, let's see if unfortunately they have to, okay, they didn't play the land. I always hate when that happens. Don't have her second white for Wandering Emperor, so that's a little unfortunate, but okay, and nonetheless. Alright, they hit their land drop. We're going to take R3 and like it. Let's see if we can do a 3-peat. Ooh, well, now I think I'm going to Deluge here. Play Emperor? Okay. That's fine, because we're going to hit our land and we're going to Firestorm, so it's fine. Oh, man. Celeste is pretty sweet as well. So if we Celestis, I think 1, 2, 3, hit our land 4, and then we can leave up counter magic. We're going to take untapped land and Celestis here. I thought we just bottomed that. All right, so the question is, yeah, let's just wipe here. Shields are down, they get to cast again, but I don't want to leave them with an active planeswalker. Shouldered. Alright, that will fly. Let's go here and play our land for a turn and then send it back. I don't think they're going to attack here. Syncopate this. Take the 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this and stop this guy from coming back. They don't draw the card. They're gonna hit us for 4 now. Fair. But this might work in our favor, because now they might be less inclined to play around the Wandering Emperor, right? We're gonna decline the draw here. Just gain the 1 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this works out well for us. See if they have counter magic, and they've seen enough. Well, my knights, that is the deck, and this one felt really good to me. I like most control decks, I have to that's the one problem with making a bunch of decks for these videos, right? Is that me being a medium player means that there's gonna be times I like to personally get my reps in with the deck and play over and over again, so I get comfortable with the list and the interactions. And so there were a couple of you know, less than optimal plays there for sure. But that being said, I do think the deck is a lot of fun. I think I did make one adjustment, which you guys probably noticed already, where I went down a Alchemist Gambit, went up a Bank Buster. And I did that because I just felt like drawing the Alchemist Gambit early is just not what I wanted to see. And I thought 2 was good, right? Because it means that we pretty much see 1 every game. But there were 2 games there where we saw them in our opening, like very early, and they just kind of sit there. So, you know, I think it was correct to go down 1. This deck can filter through its hand quite quickly, through the deck quite quickly. So I think when we need to, we can find the Gambit when, like I said, we need to. Everything else felt pretty good. I could still see an argument for, Burn Down the House over Temporal Firestorm, but I did like the fact that it allows us, once you saw, we play a lot of lands. Once we get there, to potentially protect something, either our Emperor or our Jaya or even one of our tokens, and then still wipe the board. Everything else felt fantastic. I think Galvanic Iteration, although not busted in this list, has a lot of application, right? Being able to hit 2 things with all these interactions, as well as obviously drawing a bunch of cards. I think the 2-2 split between Scrutiny and Deluge felt correct to me, to be honest with you. And yeah, everything else felt fine. Mana base, you know, we had that 1 game that we lost to tap lands, but looking at it, we only have 6 tap lands, and then we do have the 10 turn 3 or later lands, but still, that means, well, shoot, I guess that actually does make a lot of sense then, now that I think about it. So then that means we have, where are my pain lands at? Do we only have 1 set of pain lands? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we still have more untapped lands on turn 1 and 2 than we do anything else, but I guess there may be consideration, right, to maybe cut these Skycrag Winds. In fact, let's go, yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave it. Well, no, we do want it to be optimal. So let's keep blue and red early is what's most important. White we can wait on. So let's cut these 2, and then we'll just add a mountain and let me see how many sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we do want 10. And then 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're good on blue, because this is 4, 8, 12, 10, 11, or wait, did I say, wait, geez, sorry. 14, that's what it was. 8, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. Sorry. Wow. I did that out loud and I'm totally leaving in there. The struggle bus is real, my friends. Everything else felt good. With all the black running around, I find it in red. I find it difficult to just play Jaya early. So I think, especially if you don't have the protection against despair, right? We saw that a lot. That being said, I do think this deck is well positioned against mono black. You just really have to have 1 or 2 of your counter spells to counter those very crucial parts, but other than that, I think it's really solid. Celestis overperformer, hands down. Very impressed with Dissipate. Just being able to cleanly exile things makes it a lot more comfortable. So yeah, that's the list, my friends. I did enjoy it. I hope you guys did too. 4 out of 5 for this one. I think if you put in the reps, you're gonna definitely climb. This one felt really good, and like I said, we had a couple of games off camera that played out very, very powerful, or very well for us. The deck felt really good there. One of the times we did get to take extra turns with Jaya's ultimate, and the other time we just really controlled the board, and I think we won with Emperor and Bankbuster, if I remember. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Really do appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Have a great weekend, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, as always, happy gaming.